Yo, what's up, guys? I know it's been a minute. Today we're gonna go through this collection. It's been a minute since we done one of these, 2 years, I think. So yeah, let's just go through the updated collection and let's get right into it. So basically, all this stuff is horror, and then down here is non-horror. This is stuff that I still gotta put away, but there's hardly any shelf space. But yeah, let's just go ahead and hop right into it. So first, let's just start with this first shelf right here. And I'm just going to be holding the camera and I'll pull it out. 2001 Space Odyssey. Classic. Another Stanley Kubrick. Night in the Woods, a terrible horror movie. This terrible box set, but we're finally getting 4Ks. 4Ks of Quiet Place 1 and 2. A Serbian film. Long story short, yeah, whatever. Not recommended. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter Steelbook. This is a underrated movie, in my opinion. Dr. Five's Kino Collection. Alice Sweet Alice. This awesome Alien Steelbook collection. American Psycho 4K. American Werewolf in London, awesome steelbook. I don't have a 4K. It's one of my favorite films and horror films ever. The Amityville Horror, Vinegar Syndrome 4K. This one is really nice. Great release. Sorry. The Amusement Park, Blu-ray, Lost George Romero film. Annabelle Creation, one of my favorites of the Conjuring franchise. Army of Darkness 4K. The Barn, a great independent Halloween horror fun. The Barn 2 just recently came out, and I haven't seen it yet, but want to. The Birds 2, if you didn't know, there's a sequel. Check it out. That's also a really cool Vinegar Syndrome release. Black Christmas 4K, Black Sunday Blu-ray, and The Blob. Criterion. Next shelf, let's start off with 80s fun slasher Blood Rage. Bootleg of Dead Alive, Brain Dead. The Burning 4K. This is a great release. Great quality audio, all that good stuff. Cabin in the Woods. This right here is one of my favorite releases I own. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari 4K from Eureka. Comes with a lot of stuff. Really awesome release. Candyman 4K. Candyman 3, Day of the Dead from Vestron. Carrie 4K, Scream Factory. The Carrie remake on Blu-ray. Cat People, Val Lewton Classic. Cat's Eye, a super underrated Stephen King anthology film. Child's Play 4K. Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things 4K from, this is VCI, I think, 50th anniversary. I think so, yeah. It's an okay 4K. Cloverfield Collection, Color Out of Space 4K. This looks amazing. Comedy of Terrors, Company of Wolves 4K, and this awesome box set from Arrow, the Count Yorga Collection. Yeah. It's fun movies. Not the best, but they're fun. This next shelf, starting here, we'll go with the Crazies. Super underrated. This needs a 4K. Arrow or somebody hop on that. Creepshow 4K. One of the best releases ever that they did. Dante's Inferno from TerrorVision. This is an amazing release. Highly recommended. Check it out. It's also one of my favorite releases I own. The Dawn of the Dead, Second Sight, 4K release. I did a video on this. The Day the Earth Stood Still. It's the remake, but it comes with the original. It's mainly why I have it, and that needs a 4K. Deep Red 4K from Arrow. Cemetery Man 4K. Can't really show that. But, yeah. De la Morte de l'Amour, awesome movie. Demons 1 and 2, 4K. The Dentist 1 and 2, best drawn, awesome release. Devil's Rejects, favorite Rob Zombie. District 9 Steelbook. Doctor Sleep 4K, amazing sequel. Don't Look Now, Criterion 4K, awesome release, it looks beautiful. Donald Sutherland, classic. Another classic, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Frederick March one, I think it's better than Spencer Tracy. One of the worst Dracula movies ever, Dario Argento's Dracula 3D. One of the funniest Dracula movies ever, Leslie Nielsen, Dracula Dead and Loving It. Dracula Prisoner of Frankenstein, a Severin release of these weird Dracula Untold, like Dracula Frankenstein movies that happened in the 70s, late 60s. This is probably the most known one. Al Adamson, you know. But there's a couple more. There's one called Assignment Terror. It's weird stuff. And Dragon Wars. Nostalgic, crafty movie. Now for the remainder of the video, I got the tripod set up and I'm not holding it. So let's go right into it. Edge of the Axe. Sorry for the glare. Good, like, Spanish slasher. Very interesting. The Evil Dead movies. We have Evil Dead Rise, great. Evil Dead Remake, great. And Evil Dead 1 and 2 4K collection. Love all of these movies. Not a bad one in the entire franchise. And Army of Darkness, of course. Event Horizon 4K. Awesome, like, kind of Lovecraftian cosmic horror. I mean, no introduction. The Exorcist. Great 4K, looks awesome. Fiend Without a Face. This is another bootleg, but this is a great movie. One of the goriest movie of the 1950s. The Fly collection from Scream Factory. One of the best collections they've done. And great artwork, great restorations, everything looks awesome. The Fog 4K. I haven't checked this one out in actual 4K, but I've heard nothing but amazing stuff. Now, nobody else in the world has this. This is Frankenstein 1910 Blu-ray. This is custom made by myself. And, yeah, I have it. Fright Night 4K Steelbook. I did a video on this. Amazing Steelbook. There's a code in there. But I think it's already been used, whatever. But amazing Steelbook, great release. So cool when they announced that. From Beyond 4K. This is another awesome release I highly recommend. From Vinegar Syndrome, but I believe this is very pricey now. From Hell It Came, the best Killer Tree cheesy movie. The Funhouse, super, super underrated. Tobe Hooper is a legend, and this is an awesome movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. The two new Gamera remakes, or sequels, whatever. Doesn't come with the third one. Get Out, modern horror classic, one of the best horror movies of all time. Love Jordan Peele. These two Godzilla double features, Tokyo SOS Final Wars, Mechagodzilla 2, and Space Godzilla. All these are really good of that era. And then we have the 4K Steelbook of the 2014, now the Monsterverse. I actually really enjoy the Monsterverse. I think they're a lot of fun. So we also have King of the Monsters. I actually really enjoy this one. It's a lot of fun. So is Godzilla vs. Kong remake. It's awesome. I was about to say, I had the original. I was like tripping, but it's down there. Gorgo, another giant monster. Awesome release from Vinegar Syndrome. I have a newer pickup. My newest pickup, actually, is another giant monster movie from Vinegar Syndrome that's like this. But great release. Grizzly from Severin. This would be cool to have in 4K, but this Blu-ray looks amazing. The classic Halloween box set, not the first one they did, but this is like the second one you can get, and I've put numbers on this set. Hannibal Lecter collection. All these films are really good. Haunting of Julia. This was a new film for me I've never heard of until this release. And it's okay. Mia Farrow. But yeah, it's pretty different. Now, one of the scariest films I've ever seen. This needs a 4K, but it already looks great and amazing in this Blu-ray. Haxan. Man, this is a great movie. Kind of a documentary-ish feel to it. Old release from Scream Factory, Hell Night with Linda Blair. I've only seen this once. I hardly remember it, and I just remember it being okay. But might need to rewatch this. This I need a 4K of. This is one of the best modern horror films. I love Hereditary. Awesome Steelbook, The Hills Have Eyes from Arrow. This is just the Blu-ray, but I know there is 4Ks of it now. Love this movie. And then the Hills Have Eyes remakes double pack, 1 and 2. I don't own the original number 2, because the Blu-ray can be kind of expensive and it's also not that good. Horrors of Spider Island, from Severin. These cheesy movies, I love them. Reviewed that on the channel. One of the best Vincent Price and horror films of all time, House of Wax. Great Blu-ray, looks amazing. And then the remake with Paris Hilton. Solid remake, actually. The Howling 4K. This is an awesome 4K from Scream Factory. Lots of special features, of course, but it looks amazing. Hunchback, the original with, Lon Chaney Sr. This is a great 4K. This is Kino. Love Kino. Humanoids from the Deep. Awesome Steelbook. I had the lithograph that came with this when it originally released. But yeah, amazing Steelbook. It's pretty pricey now. I Am Legend 4K. Love that movie. And to finish off this shelf, The Incredible Shrinking Man Criterion. Awesome 50s horror, kind of sci-fi fantasy. Check this out if you haven't seen it. Okay, now for this shelf, we have the 2 Independence Day movies on Steelbook. Island of Lost Souls 4K. This is an awesome movie. Criterion, sorry, not 4K. Blu-ray, but it's Criterion. Insidious Blu-ray. Invaders from Mars 4K. This is kind of rare. It's the first release from this company. As you can see right there and right here. Focus. Ignite Films. Amazing 4K. A lot of work went into this because it's the original prints were kind of really messed up and all that sort of stuff. But this Blu-ray is kind of rare now. The Invaders from Mars Tobe Hooper remake from Scream Factory. It's not really focusing. But yeah, fun remake. Invasion of the Body Snatchers remake. This is also on 4K now, but this is the OG Scream Factory, and love that. 4K Steelbook of the Invisible Man remake. Amazing remake. I'm so glad they finally got around to doing that. The It Came From Outer Space Universal Special 4K. This comes like a film cell, postcards, pictures, and an awesome Blu-ray. I've actually watched it on 4K and it looks amazing. Jaws 1 and 2 4K, and I believe they're doing 3 and 4 if they're not already out. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I know this has a 4K, and this was pricey for a long time with this slipcover from Arrow. I don't know if it is anymore, but yeah. And so is this, the original King Kong. This is a movie that desperately needs a 4K. Not that the Blu-ray looks bad, but I just know it'll look amazing if it got the proper treatment. King Kong vs. Godzilla, the original King Kong remake, Peter Jackson. Krampus 4K from Scream Factory. Haven't checked this out yet. Seen Krampus though, it's very fun. So I'm sure that looks good. Land of the Dead, this is getting a 4K, the original Blu-ray. This needs a 4K. Love this movie, one of my favorite films of all time, Last Man on Earth. And it's next to a very goofy, corny, sci-fi, The Last Starfighter, directed by the original Michael Myers, Nick Castle, of all people. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, very funny. Sean Connery's last movie, not the best. And another Tobe Hooper 4K, Life Force. Who doesn't love Life Force? Okay, we're moving along here. Next up, Lost Boys on 4K. Try to get this focused a little bit better. Lost Boys on 4K looks great. This movie is super dark and really disturbing. M by Fritz Lang, starring Peter Lorre. Criterion, looks great. And really disturbing, dark movie. Mama, Blu-ray, not too much to say. The Man Who Knew Too Much, original, with, again, Peter Lorre, Criterion. Directed by Hitchcock until he redid his movie. He tends to do that a lot. Maniac, 4K, from Blue Underground. Another George Romero 4K, Martin from Second Sight Films. I wanted the big box set, but this is definitely a good option to go with because cheaper and yeah, it still looks great. Midnight Blu-ray. This is actually signed by John Russo, who directed it. The original writer of Night of the Living Dead, co-writer, I guess. Very weird and fun movie. Like cult stuff going on. It's weird. Midsommar, A24. The Mist 4K. This was an awesome release. You can watch it in black and white, and it looks awesome. The Mole People, Universal Monster, like second wave monster. Bootleg copy of Monkey Shines. Another George Romero. I'm a big George Romero fan. Monolith Monsters, super underrated. Excuse me, Alien Killer Rocks horror, I guess you could say. This next one right here, sorry, the Monster Squad 4K. This is awesome. This is from Kino. It's got some special features. It's got the Wolfman, it's got Nards, documentary, and a couple of other stuff. I wish I had more, but it looks great in 4K. I can't say that. This awesome Mothra steelbook from, hold on, from Mill Creek. Let's get that to focus. Maybe. Maybe not. There it goes. Mothra. Yeah, it's an awesome steelbook. Fun, original kaiju movie. The Mummy 4K trilogy. You know, these movies are a lot of fun. Watch those growing up. The Tom Cruise Mummy. I wanted this to be good so bad, but we all know that's not how that turned out. My Bloody Valentine original and remake, 4K. Hopefully this will get a 4K at some point. This is I actually really enjoy this. Nightbreed, 4K. Scream Factory. Night of the Demon from Severin. It's funny, when I reviewed this film, I was like, this movie needs to have an awesome Blu-ray release, and then shortly after, it came out on Blu-ray. I feel like that tends to happen for me a lot. Night of the Demons 4K. Great release. And the end of this shelf, another awesome movie. Night of the Hunter 4K with Robert Mitchum and Shelley Winters. Another great 4K from Kino. Let's get that to focus. Maybe. Sorry for the focus. I mean, this has been... But yeah, this is a really good movie. Amazingly shot. Really check this out. It's actually it's directed by Charles Lofton, whatever. Who's in Island of Lost Souls. But yeah, check that movie out. All right, one of my favorite releases of all time and favorite movies ever, Night of the Living Dead 4K. Nope 4K. Nosferatu Kino. I was surprised they didn't release a 4K for the 100th anniversary and they just did another Blu-ray. Some company did, but that needs a 4K. So does the Old Dark House. Onibaba, great Criterion release. Orphan, the Others 4K from Criterion. This is awesome. First time I watched it was with that. Parasite. Pearl, my favorite of the Ty West films so far. People Under the Stairs, fun, Wes Craven. Introductory horror film. Pet Sematary remake and original 4K. This awesome Phantasm collection, very affordable and they look great. This is really old Image Entertainment Phantom of the Opera release. It's super rare, but it's the best looking Phantom. The Robert Englund Scream Factory release, very different, fun. Criterion of The Phantom Carriage, great movie. Please check this out. Please check this out. Very inspirational. Piranha 4K. Classic fun. Right there. Plan 9 from Outer Space. This is also a rare Blu-ray because it's in color. And yeah. Lugosi. Ed Wood fun. Planet of the Apes Originals Collection on Blu-ray. Poltergeist 4K. Toby Hooper. That's where it's at. Great 4K release. Poltergeist. I met Lloyd Kaufman, and he signed this for me. I would like to get the Toxic Avenger 4K set, but it's at some point. Pumpkinhead 4K. So glad they finally released this. I mean, that classic poster, everything looks awesome. Predator 3 film collection. Love Predator. Those movies are all fun. Okay, and then the Predator 4K Steelbook. Really cool Steelbook. Cooler Steelbook than the movie. Prince of Darkness 4K from Scream Factory. Really awesome movie. Q the Winged Serpent, giant monster horror. Michael Moriarty, Scream Factory. Check this out. One of my favorite, releases ever. Return of the Living Dead 4K. Amazing film. Return of the Vampire Scream Factory. Classic. Close to classic, but super underrated 40s vampire, World War II, werewolf film. Robot Monster, as you all know, big advocator for this, and so glad this actually got a Blu-ray release. Go support it. The best, worst, cheesiest movie of all time. Rosemary's Baby 4K. Salem's Lot Steelbook. Awesome Steelbook. Satan's Little Helper. I got this from Pizzow from a giveaway. Fun film. Reviewed it on the channel. These are stuck together. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark and Shark Night. Both just randoms. The Shining 4K. Awesome 4K. This awesome Silent Night, Deadly Night 3 through 5 collection from Vestron. Great artwork. Awesome release. Sleepy Hollow. Need to upgrade that. Slumber Party Massacre 1 and 2 4K. Double feature. Spookies Blu-ray. Awesome Blu-ray. Old Vinegar Syndrome. This amazing Suspiria 4K. If you want to watch this movie, watch it with this Synapse release. It's the best way to watch it. That's all I'll say. Terminator collection. The Terminator skull. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4K with the slip. Very happy this is finally on 4K and it looks pretty good. Them. A fun 50s giant monster radioactive creature feature with ants. They Live. What else is there to say about They Live? And an awesome Tremors steelbook because I love Tremors. especially the first one. They've made more movies since then. So, but yeah, awesome steelbook. All right, we're getting to the lower shelves. This is a collectible ornament. I just got this sitting up there. Move that out the way. This awesome original Scream Factory Trick or Treat release. Love the artwork, and I know Arrow is coming out with a 4K of this, so I really don't want to get rid of that, but who knows. Two Evil Eyes 4K, Harvey Keitel, George Romero and Dario Argento made this film together, and titans of the genre. The Undead, really cool. Not that great though. Cult classic Roger Corman. Gothic horror film. Us 4K. One of the best releases from Criterion. Vampire. Comes with the book, like screenplay. Awesome Blu-ray. I would love to see that get a 4K, but it's probably the best it'll ever look. The Thing movies. The prequel remake. The amazing John Carpenter. And the awesome original. This Island Earth, you know, the Metaluna Mutant, another like B, C-list Universal monster. Yeah, really great Blu-ray from Scream Factory. Amazing release, The Tingler, Vincent Price, awesome film. Train to Busan, one of the best zombie movies ever. Had to get the 4K. If you haven't seen it, what are you doing? Van Helsing 4K. I had a Blu-ray, just upgraded it. I think I got it for a deal. Victor Crowley, the only Hatchet movie I've seen. Not Vinegar Syndrome. Videodrome 4K from Criterion. I had the Blu-ray, upgraded it. It's literally like the same thing, except there's a 4K disc in there now. The Volumes of Blood, 1 and 2, signed by Nathan Thomas Milliner. Fun anthology independent horror films. The Wailing and War of the Worlds 4Ks. Both of these are amazing releases and awesome films. The War of the Worlds remake. This is a really old steelbook. You can just tell by the spine of the Tom Cruise version. White Zombie. Love this. Classic Kino release. Bela Lugosi. And we have the 4K steelbook. I haven't opened this yet, from Wicker Man, and I've only heard nothing but amazing things. And The Witch Blu-ray, I would love to upgrade that. Okay, let's get through these two shelves right here. So I had to set this up there because we're running out of space. Inside the Mind of Coffin Joe Arrow video box set. I mean, these movies are all over the place, but you get like 3 really good classics and of Brazilian or legend Coffin Joe. The Universal Monster Steelbooks, I've done a video on these on the channel, so go check that out. Won't go too much into that. Done a video of these as well. Creature with the Atom Brain, The Werewolf, Zombies of Moratua, and the Giant Claw box set, the Code War Creatures, the Twilight Zone Complete Series. And on this shelf, we have the Universal Classic Monsters 30 film box set. Every film. I've done a video on this, all on the channel. Go check it out. You all know what this is, Friday 13th box set. Here's the Todd Browning collection. So happy this finally came into fruition, because we got Freaks on Blu-ray for the first time ever. Unknown and The Mystic. All look really good. And shout out to Todd Browning, legendary director. And then I need the third one, but the Alfred Hitchcock collections 1 and 2, some amazing movies in here. Yeah, I need to get the third one to go with the other 2, but yeah, I'm not gonna go really into depth on the box sets because videos on the channel, and I'm sure you've seen them. Okay, now for the non-horror section, all this stuff right here is DC movies. Big DC fan. Batman 1966, Batman, if I can get it, the animated series complete box set. One of the greatest things ever, anything comic book film related. Batman, Superman, non-film set. All 5 Superman movies, all 4 Batman movies. And I have upgraded all the Batmans, not the Supermans yet. The Batman 4K, amazing. My personal favorite DC animated film ever. Top 100 favorite movies, probably for me, Under the Red Hood. The DC 7-film box set. Aquaman, Shazam, Wonder Woman, Suicide Squad, Justice League, Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, pretty much, on Blu-ray and 4K. Shout out to my buddy Hunter. He got that for me. Joker, 4K. Birds of Prey, 4K. Wonder Woman, 1984. That was just okay. The better version of Justice League, Zack Snyder's cut. Watch that. The Suicide Squad, awesome. James Gunn. DC's in great hands with James Gunn. I fully believe it. Green Lantern, Jonah Hex, both stinkers. Early 2000s. Justice League Unlimited, the complete series. Again, part of the Timverse, one of the best things DC and film has ever done. Justice League War, 4K Steelbook. Swamp Thing and the Return of Swamp Thing on 4K. MVD, and this is... Who is this? Lightyear? But, yeah. Fun movies. Swamp Thing. And Teen Titans Go, or versus Teen Titans. Okay, now here's more of the film nerd stuff. 48 Hours collection, love those movies. 1917, amazing World War I film. Sam Mendes, check that out. I'm sure you know about it, obviously. Dollars Trilogy, Fistful of Dollars. Airplane, 1 and 2. Angry Video Game Nerd, Angry Video Game Nerd, the movie. Apocalypse Now, 4K. This is the huge box set. I haven't opened it yet, but I've seen it, and it looks great. Apollo 13. Beastmaster from Vinegar Syndrome. One of the best sword, sorcery, all that stuff. Big Lebowski, one of the best comedies ever. Blade Runner and Blade Runner 2049. There's that. And then 2049. Breathless 4K from Criterion. Bridge over River Kiwa 4K. I love this movie. Brigsby Bear. Also love this movie. Kyle Mooney. Starred, directed. Casablanca. Cool Hand Luke. I really love these 100-year anniversary for Warner Brothers releases. Citizen Kane. Man, these are hard to pull out. Citizen Kane 4K. Elf 4K. Let me just pull the rest of these out right here. Sorry. Escape from LA. Escape from New York. Enter the Dragon. And Every Which Way But Loose. And Any Which Way You Can. Clint Eastwood and his orangutan fighting people for money. Good stuff. Everything Everywhere All at Once. For a few dollars more. Part of the trilogy. I think never mind. Full Metal Jacket. The Godfather trilogy. Coda 2. Part 1. These slips look great together. The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. My favorite of the No Name trilogy. Goonies 4K. How could you not have Goonies? Love Gran Torino. A big Clint Eastwood fan. Old Clint Eastwood is awesome. The Great Escape. Fantastic film. Classic. The Green Mile. Absolutely love this movie as well. Hacksaw Ridge. Awesome. One of the best revenge flicks of all time. Hang 'em High. I know Shout Factory did a release of this a long time ago, but it needs a 4K. Heavy Metal, good animation, Indiana Jones box set, Inglourious Bastards 4K, Interstellar 4K, It's a Wonderful Life 4K, fantastic film, love this steelbook right here, Last Action Hero, Arnold, big Arnold fan, love this release as well, one of my favorite comedies ever, Mallrats, the Arrow 4K, and then two more. We have the Maltese Falcon 100th anniversary release. Well, Warner Brothers, not the 100th anniversary of the film, but in Megadeth Rust in Peace Live. One of the coolest Blu-rays I own. Okay, just a couple more left. Mildred Piercy 4K, Joan Crawford, great. My favorite comedies, some of them. The Naked Gun, love Leslie Nielsen. The Mule, absolutely beautiful movie, very sad. Napoleon Dynamite, where's the 4K for that? Christmas Vacation 4K, Paths of Glory 4K, amazing Stanley Kubrick film, Kirk Douglas. Platoon, another, outstanding war movie. I love war films, if you couldn't tell. Pulp Fiction, Rambo 5 film, Ran, an amazing Akira Kurosawa, love him, big fan. Raw Deal, fun Arnold movie. Rebel Without a Cause, classic. Another amazing film, The Red Shoes, haven't opened it yet, but seen it. Reservoir Dogs, classic. Rules of the Game, 4K. Saving Private Ryan, 4K. The Seventh Seal, this is a really good film. Haven't checked it out in 4K yet, but amazing film, especially if you're a film nerd. It's sitting right next to Shark Tale. Who doesn't love Shark Tale? The Shawshank Redemption, Simpsons movie. It's fun animation back to back. Simpsons movie next to Sin City and Singing in the Rain. Look, that's quite a run of 3 movies right there. Then for this last shelf, we have To Kill a Mockingbird, 60th anniversary 4K. Classic. My favorite comedy of all time, probably. Top Secret. Absolutely hilarious. If you have not seen it, please do yourself a favor and watch it. It's very dumb. Total Recall 4K. This is an awesome 4K, awesome movie. And this is an awesome steelbook. Transformers the movie 4K. One of my favorite movies of all time. I watched that forever growing up. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Love Nick Cage. Very funny movie. The Untouchables. Awesome gangsters, like Prohibition era film. Wings of Desire. This is an amazingly shot film for all you film nerds if you haven't seen it. Wizard of Oz, of course. All these steelbooks, I've done a video on the channel, the Star Wars steelbooks, go check that out. And of course, why not have the Family Guy Blu-ray trilogy of the Star Wars episodes. Great stuff. So this is the final couple films I have to show you. Stuff that's not on the shelf that I haven't put on here yet. Space and time, I guess. Doctor Strangelove, Stanley Kubrick. Like I said, I upgraded the Batman 4Ks of the original 4 films. And glad to have this. Got that for a good deal. And I also upgraded, of course, to the Dark Knight 4K trilogy. The best superhero trilogy. This is an awesome box set. Like I said, big Arnold fan. Conan and the Barbarian and the Destroyer 4K. Comes with posters, this big book. This is an awesome release. Thanks to Arrow. This right here, I've done a short on the channel. The Witchfinder General of Vincent Price 4K. We need more Vincent Price 4Ks, but this 88 films release is amazing. Stuff with all kinds of special features, but it looks fantastic as well. This is Burial Ground from Severin 4K. This is an awesome, fun movie with really grotesque zombies. Check it out if you're wanting to know more. Straight Edge Kegger. This is an independent film from Scream Team releasing. Met the director. It's like Green Room, kinda. Check it out. And we have the new Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas 4K from Criterion. Absolutely love this film. Johnny Depp's portrayal as Hunter S. Thompson is phenomenal. The gonzo journalism. And this is the most recent thing I picked up, the Vinegar Syndrome Reptilicus. This is what I was talking about earlier but with Gorgo. Giant monster, Vinegar Syndrome, cheesy, fun. So yeah, guys, that will conclude the entire Blu-ray 4K collection video. I mean, obviously I got like DVDs and stuff down here, and maybe I'll do an updated collection video in the future if you guys want to see that. But I really appreciate you all watching, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and peace.